and who do subscribe to these other values. Looking at a resume of how you vote, it's not really the resume for the values that I just discussed. And the resume of most people who have been voting, not all, we have some very good people who have been in office who are running again, but the resume of most of the people who have been in this building is a resume of giving our money away to their friends so that they will be liked and get reelected. We are no longer going to do this. What I've said on the campaign trail, starting right here in the beginning, is that, some of us may have drug addicts in our families. Some of us may have alcoholics in our families. And we forgive them. We try to help them. We love them. They may even be really nice people, but they have a problem. They have a problem that they can't say no to drugs or to alcohol, and they're out of control. Well, that's what's happened in this building. These people are addicts. They are addicted to our money. They can't say no. And it would be highly irresponsible of us to put addicts who are addicted to our money back in control of our money. Now, our founders were very clear at the beginning of our country that the only people worthy of a free society were a moral and virtuous people. Now, you're all thinking, I've got problems, you've got problems, none of us are perfect. We're not perfect. Moral and virtuous does not mean perfect, okay? It means that we aspire to live our life in a certain way, that in the private sphere, in our homes, in our businesses, where there are no rules that tell us how to conduct ourselves, that we try very hard to follow the golden rule. No, not he who has the gold rule. but that you do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The rules that are timeless, that go back to the beginning of time, are not set by government. They are not set by men. They are set by our Creator. And when we start following them, then we are worthy of a free country. Now, many of you out there have lost your jobs. Many of you have lost your intact families. Many of you have lost I'm seeing signs here, your children. Many of you have lost your hope. You have lost your belief in the American way. Do not become cynical. The mark of an American is that we're optimistic. It's like the two boys on Christmas morning. One was an optimist and one was a pessimist, and the parent said, we'll give the pessimist all the toys he wants to make him happy. And the boy who's an optimist, it doesn't really matter, and he would be happy with a room full of manure. They put a horse manure in his room at night. And the boy who's a pessimist, they give him all the toys he wants so that he'll be happy. And they wake up, and the boy who's a pessimist says, look at all these toys. I didn't get that one toy that I really wanted, and he's unhappy. And the boy who's an optimist looks around and says, gee, with all this manure, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere. Remember Job. Remember Job. Job suffered. You will suffer. You will suffer for saying the truth. You will suffer for fighting for what you believe in. I will suffer on the way to Election Day and once I'm Attorney General. They will make us suffer, and we are strong enough to endure that. We are strong enough not to become cynical. We know that our founders suffered. We know what they gave up. We know that George Washington won with troops in the snow that had no shoes. We can win with no shoes. We are going to show the world, we are going to show our state, our country, our towns, what Americans are all about. And what Americans are about is this. There is, for those of you who've lost your jobs, there is dignity in poverty. We do not want to be impoverished. But think of James Braddock, Cinderella Man. If you haven't watched that movie, you go back and watch it. There is dignity in poverty if you hold yourself to a high standard and are dignified. There is strength in hardship. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You all know that. There is strength in hardship. There is redemption in suffering. If you are suffering, learn from it. Become stronger. Do not quit. Do not give up. Keep working. Keep trying to turn this country around. Keep helping your neighbors and your family. And please don't hire lawyers. Go out and give that money to someone who can't pay for their child to go to school this year. Help your friend move out of their home because they can't afford a moving company. You go out and help each other. Our founders were very clear. We are not entitled to happiness. There is no right to happiness in America. But the left has made us think we have a right to happiness and that you're going to pay for it. But you can't pay for happiness. Every study has shown, and we've always known, nobody can buy happiness. We in America have a right to pursue happiness. And it may be news to the left, but it is the pursuit, not the attainment of happiness. It is the pursuit that makes us happy. And it is pursuit, the pursuit of happiness with success and failure that causes us to learn and to appreciate success. We must allow our children to fail. We must allow businesses to fail. We must allow government to fail, and that will make us truly stronger as a nation. So let me just wrap up by saying something that I tried to say at the debate a couple weeks ago. The debate's on my website if you want to watch it. I couldn't remember the quote, but here it is. It's from Matthew 12:29. How can anyone enter the strong man's house and carry off his property unless he first binds the strong man, and then he will plunder his house? Well, friends, we, America, we're the strong man in the world. The strong man, not because we have guns. No, not because we have money. Not because we have the ability with airplanes and ships to use our might. We are the strong man in the world because we have the idea that has lit mankind on fire, and that is freedom. And we as the strong man are allowing the left, the political correctness, the therapists, the legal system, and all of those who tell us what we know isn't true, what we know can't be true. We are letting them tie us up. Tie up our freedom, tie up our common sense, tie us up so that we can't protect ourselves, create a free society, and help others and protect them and their freedom around the world. Do not let our own people or people from other countries tie us up. Tie up the strong man. You must work. You must fight. You must go out as you are today and talk to your friends, your family, your neighbors. And we're going to get this done on November 2nd, and we're going to get it done next year and the year after and for the next generation until the end of time. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that great lady is running against a man funded by the state of Connecticut. Martha Dean will not take state funding. She needs our help and our support. So remember that. Make a donation to Martha Dean. Keep that campaign going. We need that woman as Attorney General. Mark Greenberg, where's Mark Greenberg? My good friend, a great courageous patriot, is helping Martha Dean out. After this rally is over, they will be right over here. So if you want to volunteer and help the Martha Dean campaign, please see my friend Mark Greenberg.